In a heartbreaking turn of events, the hip-hop community mourns the loss of rapper Young Scooter, who died on his 39th birthday following an incident with law enforcement in Atlanta. This article delves into the circumstances surrounding his death, his musical career, and the impact he had on the industry. Circumstances surrounding his death. Young Scooter, whose real name was Kenneth Edward Bailey, was involved in a police chase that tragically ended in injury. According to Atlanta police reports, officers responded to a call of shots fired at a residence in the area. Upon their arrival, a male suspect opened the door, but quickly shut it when confronted by officers. During the ensuing situation, two individuals fled from the back of the house. One returned, while the other, identified as Bailey, attempted to jump two fences in a desperate bid to escape. Officers discovered him on the other side after hearing him call for help. Unfortunately, he had sustained a leg injury during his escape, which ultimately led to his transfer to Grady Marcus Trauma Center, where he later succumbed to his injuries. The medical examiner's office has initiated an autopsy to ascertain the exact cause of death, emphasizing that the injury was not inflicted by officers, but occurred during his flight. Born in Waterboro, South Carolina, Young Scooter rose to prominence in Atlanta's vibrant hip-hop scene during its commercial peak in the 2010s. He established himself as a reliable collaborator, working alongside influential artists such as Future, Juicy J, Kodak Black, and Rick Ross. His contributions to others' tracks, as well as his own successful projects, have solidified his reputation within the industry. One of his notable releases, Trap's Last Hope, launched in March, showcases his characteristic lyrical focus on themes such as perseverance and striving for success. Tracks like Grind Don't Stop and Letter to God reflect his raw honesty and unique approach, gaining considerable traction among fans and fellow artists alike. Young Scooter's approach to songwriting was encapsulated in his own words during a 2013 interview with Complex, where he stated, "I don't really care what I say on a beat as long as it's about some money." His creative philosophy reveals a deep-rooted focus on authenticity and financial motivation, making his tracks resonate with many who share similar experiences or aspirations. This attitude has contributed to his lasting appeal within the genre, illustrating the close tie between art and reality in hip-hop. The sudden passing of Young Scooter serves as a stark reminder of the precariousness of life and the unforeseen circumstances that can cut promising careers short. From his early beginnings in South Carolina to his influential presence in Atlanta's hip-hop culture, his journey reflects both the highs and lows of an artist striving against adversity. As we honor his memory and contributions to music, it's essential for fans and fellow artists to reflect on the life challenges that many in the industry face. The rapper Young Scooter's tragic death in Atlanta, Georgia, is starting to come into focus following the release of the 911 call that led to a charged confrontation with police. The performer allegedly fled from police officers and sustained a gruesome leg injury in the process, before dying at a local hospital later that night. Young Scooter had turned 39 on the same day he later died. On Monday, the Atlanta Police Department released audio of a woman's 911 call in which she claimed to have seen a nude woman engaged in a fight related to drugs who was dragged from a house. The woman who was heard on the 911 call alleged that the woman was bleeding severely from a head wound sustained in the fight, and she urged police to arrive as quickly as possible. The call, which police say was a complete fabrication, appears to be an instance of swatting, in which someone falsely reports a crime to police in hopes of getting them to respond in ways that are embarrassing at best to the victims and potentially deadly at worst. It's unclear if a SWAT team or regular police officers responded to the call, but Young Scooter, real name, Kenneth Bailey, appears to have died while fleeing from police who responded to the scene as a result of the 911 call. Audio of the call obtained by TMZ features a woman who claims to be part of the neighborhood watch, telling the 911 dispatcher that one house has men coming in and out for alleged drug deals. She also claimed they were armed and were brandishing their guns in the air. According to the woman on the call, a naked woman was dragged from the house by a man who then fought her outdoors, before the naked woman allegedly brought back other men who shot at the house. The woman calling police claimed that the naked woman was bleeding profusely from her head and needed help. The story didn't make much sense, as the caller later claimed that the injured woman was being held hostage by the men in the house after she was beaten up, despite previously claiming that she had left to bring other men to shoot at the house. The caller also alleged that there was a child in danger, as the injured woman had a baby in the house, though she didn't mention what made her think that. She also speculated that the men in the house might have been running some kind of sex trafficking operation. At the end of the call, the woman urged police to arrive as soon as possible over concerns that the woman and her child would be hurt. But none of what the caller warned about appears to have been true, as police say there were no signs of the alleged confrontation with the woman, her child, or recent gunfire directed toward the house. The APD did say that someone who answered the front door slammed it shut in their face, and young Scooter appears to have fled the home from the back, while police were still at the front. According to police, he reportedly injured himself while trying to jump a fence, severing his femoral artery in the process. The large artery supplies blood to the legs and thighs, and injury to it can lead to dangerous blood loss. Authorities have emphasized that no shots were fired by officers during the incident. The rapper, known for his collaborations with Future and Gucci Mane, was rushed to Grady Marcus Trauma Center in Atlanta, where he was pronounced dead on Friday. Late Friday night, Atlanta Police Lieutenant Andrew Smith held a press conference to provide further details about the tragic incident. Late Friday night, Atlanta Police Lieutenant Andrew Smith held a news conference to provide details regarding Scooter's death. Smith stated that officers responded to a call about a dispute with a weapon at a residence, and after a man closed the door on them, they established a perimeter. 2 men then fled the rear of the house. 1 returned, while the other jumped 2 fences. According to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Scooter was the man who jumped the fences. Smith said, when officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Smith denied rumors that Scooter had been fatally shot by Atlanta PD officers. Just to be very clear, the injury that was sustained was not via the officers on scene. It was when the male was fleeing. Young Scooter's career gained momentum in 2012 when he signed with Future's Freebands label. The following year, he released the Free Bricks 2 mixtape with Gucci Mane, and a separate mixtape featuring guest appearances from Gucci, Future, WG, and Lil Boozy. Hours before the news broke, Scooter's Instagram account was actively reposting birthday wishes from friends and fans to his stories. In 2018, Scooter contributed to Jet Lag with Future and Juice WRLD, a song that charted in the Billboard Top 100. Scooter was born in Walterboro, South Carolina, on March 28, 1986. When he was 9, his family relocated to Atlanta, where he befriended rapper Future. Like Gucci Mane, Scooter was known for his freestyle rapping style, delivering lyrics without writing them down.